One man might look at an empty island, surrounded by an endless void, and think that all hope is lost. I am not that kind of man. Within the Star Technology mod pack, one starts from nothing, but eventually advances to greater heights, escaping from his lonely void through a machine called the Stargate. I will be that man. What's up, guys? This is the start of a new series on my channel where we will be playing the mod pack Star Technology. So let's get right into the basics. You mine some wood, right-click the ground for infinite pebbles, craft an axe and hammer, then finally crush stone until you get dust. You know, just the classic Greg Tech stuff. My next line of progression is probably going to be making bone meal and getting these wormy business done. For this I need a crook, and I'll just show you. Get the crook, and I'm just vein mine this, and from that you obviously get a ton of saplings, but you also get these silkworms. Take the silkworms and I put it all over. These will start to infest these leaves, and this is how we get string. Most of this seems like it's pretty good now, so I have to take my crook again, break it, and boom. I have 3 stacks of string. These string are going to be used for meshes, which I'll show you how to do or what to do with them in a bit, but for right now, let's split that award and let's go into the sieve and mesh. So how do you do that? Well, first you expand the island using the imaginary magic color wheel, which lets you place blocks in endless quantities. Oh, I'm sorry, was that too fast for you? Well, here's a slower version. So you craft wood, which is then used to expand your island for the new sieve and mesh which we just made. This is then used to sieve through mass amounts of gravel, which gives us infinite resources. We then smelt up all those resources and craft some new tools. I started off my goal of getting infinite cobblestone by looking at the quest tree to figure out what I was doing. I then saw that in order for me to get there, I needed these blocks called wood and stone barrels, along with lava and water. So I went to work, gathering leaves for bone meal, which combine with clay to make porcelain clay. That clay is then used to make crucibles, which when combined with the torch and cobblestone slowly generate lava. I then did the exact same thing, just with water and leaves. By making an oak barrel and placing leaves inside you slowly generate water. Now, by using some create pipes, I'm finally able to automate cobblestone after assorting the barrels in a specific order. Wait, why isn't it pumping? So it turns out to actually pump the water, I needed to power the pipes with create stress units. So, in order to create those stress units, I plan to abuse a part of create called Waterwheels. Not just Waterwheels, so large Waterwheels. And not just one, but a lot of Waterwheels. So this took me about an hour and a half. It's honestly really simple. All it is just a thing of water that goes all the way down between all of these giant water wheels. It just pushes them. So this is all our stress units. This will create our stress units. Now all I gotta do is figure out how to power them. And to do that, I do have quite a few gearboxes. So I think I'm gonna try to figure out a way to, just do all this. So yeah, I'll get back when I do that. Okay, so I think I figured out, or I did figure out, how to add all of this like gears together using some really clunky vertical gearboxes that just switch directions every single time. Through here, they run through normal gearboxes here. So now these are all spinning the same direction, so that's what we want. The next thing that we need to do is speed up the ramp up the RPM. So actually, I need some cog wheels. So after making the cogwheels, I place them in a specific pattern which allows me to ramp up the RPM, allowing all my create stuff to run much faster. By using some even funkier create, just like lining, I ran a thing of shafts all the way over to this cogwheel with this mechanical pump. So now all I have to do is place this cogwheel here, and yep, the water is now running into all these machines. Not this one. I'll figure that one out later, but almost all these machines have water now. After running infinite amounts of water to all my cobblestone machines, all I needed to do now was just add lava. So now all I need to do is add lava to my machines. So by doing that, I just grab the lava that was already in these crucibles, run it over here, place it inside both of these, set the configuration settings to 0, and just like that, we have infinite cobblestone. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode of Stark Technology. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe and hit that like button. If this is a new channel, and I try to work very hard on these videos, G-Roll out. See you next time.